Supergirl #1. If you understand it, you're a lot smarter than I am. I was going through my comic box and I came across my Supergirl section. And I came across in particular Supergirl #1. I read it before when it first came out, so I decided to read it again to catch up on the story now that I have the majority of the comic books in the 4th series of Supergirl. Like I mentioned, this is the 4th series of the Supergirl comics, and it's totally redone. This is issue 1. And right off the bat, I am completely fucking confused. The story starts off with Kara explaining how she ended up on Earth. As a matter of fact, it's like 4 to 5 pages on how she got to Earth. And you think this would answer my questions, but it doesn't. In fact, it gives me more questions. For one, she says her name is Kara Jor-el. But she says that she isn't the first Supergirl, that there has been Supergirls before her. Now, last time I checked, there was only one Supergirl, and her name was Kara. So how could there be previous Supergirls? And to make matters worse, apparently she isn't the only cousin to Kal-el. Apparently Power Girl, who is also named Karen, is also related to Superman. So let's get this straight. Power Girl is related to Superman. I thought only Supergirl was related to Superman. I thought he only had one cousin. In fact, I thought there was only one Supergirl. To try to make these answers more clear, I looked in my DC encyclopedia, and they don't explain anything about Power Girl being related to Superman. After more research, I realized that previous Supergirls were either clones, aliens, or so on. So we don't even know if this is the real Supergirl. This could be a clone or whatever too. And it makes things worse. In DC, there's like 50-something different planets with different timelines. Also, I didn't understand why the Justice Society of America was in this comic. Last time I checked, the Green Lantern, the Flash, these were all old school guys from the golden age of comics. Why are they in the modern age comics? Does that mean there's 2 Flash? 2 Green Lanterns? I don't know. I find DC really, really fucking confusing. But apparently, there's different timelines and different, Infinity Crisis Core, blah. DC's fucking screwed up. The story basically goes, Kara sent to Earth. She's being trained by the Amazons and Wonder Woman. Batman don't trust her, and she's trying to find her identity. She tries to confront Power Girl, and then something happens where Power Girl goes apeshit and tries to attack Kara. Kara then fights back, and then shit goes on, and then they stop fighting. And then Supergirl goes toward the end, and she meets Connor Kent, which is Superboy. This comic has to be the worst piece of shit I have ever read. And not just this comic is confusing. I read the 4 issues afterwards, and even that doesn't make no sense. They have Supergirl split into 2, battling each other. Then she fights, Teen Titans. She makes out with Nightwing. It looks like her and Stargirl's trying each other's coochies. I don't understand. This is a really hard story to follow, and it gets worse as it progresses, because come the Kendor series, it skips 1 year and they go to Kendor, and then they don't explain how that happened, and then that's about 3 or 4 issues, and then next thing you know, it's a few months later again and they're back on Earth. It's like different artists, different writer, they're jumping around, they're not continuing one story, and it's fucking confusing. This issue is stupid, it sucks, it don't make sense. I mean, even look at the cover. It looks like Supergirl's lips was injected with Botox. The art on the cover looks horrible. I like Michael Turner as much as the next guy, but he did a horrible job on this comic cover. On the bright side, the artist who drew the pictures inside the comic did an absolutely great job. Supergirl looks hot, she looks sexy. Everything about the art inside the comic looks great. My opinion, if you haven't picked up this comic, then don't waste your time. Unless you're ready to research a lot of fucking material to try to understand it. Personally, walk away. Just walk away.